Hello, Shadi between here and there. Just wanted to bring you in a bit on the nature or the status of our water because I don't think I've honed it in enough for people to really realize. It's not like a state of emergency, but it's on the edge. Okay, so in Texas, El Paso, Texas, they're already doing a process in which they are taking the sewage water and cleaning it to make it available for the residents. Okay, so like listen in. The rain falls from the sky for the free. You will be charged for collecting it, but you have to pay for the service of them, the water treatment, but the water that they're treating is sewage water. And now in California, so I just so happened, I'm just gonna play it from here because it's not allowing me to do the remix. It's not allowing me to do the remix, so I'm just gonna play it here. This is in California now, and this is, I guess, only a few days ago, based on the comments. Okay, here we go.
We gonna be drinking sewage water? They said they gonna try and take the sewage water and try and put a filter on that thing and make it drinkable. I don't care how many filters you put on it, I ain't drinking shit.
96 million gallons a day of treated wastewater from a county sanitation plant, and yes, that includes sewage.
Sewage,
I'm gonna drink that water.
pharmaceuticals,
if you drink that, you a nasty
makeup.
All right, I'm gonna do it. All that was left was to try it.
She just drank shit with a smile on her face. If I'm her husband, I want a divorce. You went to work today and drank shit? California water officials on Tuesday approved standards to clean sewage water well enough to pipe directly back into drinking faucets, you nasty bitch. The rules, like, were they even gonna tell us? I ain't getting no notification on my phone, no nothing. One day I was just gonna wake up and start drinking shit. Y'all be sending out Amber Alerts. I need a shit alert. I need an alert that say, hey, by the way, this morning when you drink your water, it's gonna be a little funny.
Okay, so again, the state of our water, and that starts to expand into everything. The clothing we wear, the products that we use on our skin, things that we put inside of our bodies, the containers that the products are coming out of. We need to be thinking about all of this. It wasn't until maybe 100 or so years ago, most things were natural. Most things were made of natural materials. However, we went into this whole new phase of a lot of artificial materials, a lot of highly processed, a lot of heavy chemical pharmaceuticals. And so therefore, these things are in our water systems. Personally, I feel that any type of waste processing should have been using salt water from jump, period. Salt water should have been funneled in. It should not even have been an extraction of fresh water to be used for any type of sewage purposes. But then that's a whole nother talk because you need to have the right chemicals in that type of metal to ensure that it doesn't corrode from the salt deposits. I guess there's another follow-up video to this because it's like, yo, like, and then too, like, I went to Whole Foods the other day. Probably shouldn't have said the store name, but anyway, I went to Whole Foods the other day, and their water filtration system was down, so I had to go to another grocery store to get to get water because I don't drink water out of this system. Now, I even had my neighbor state to me like, oh, like, Sade, did the water smell funny to you or whatnot? And I was like, well, I haven't really noticed because, again, I don't consume the water. I do bathe in it. However, I do not consume it. And bathing in it is a form of consumption because it does absorb into the skin. Maybe about a month later, we get a letter in the mail from our county wastewater treatment plant stating that, oh yeah, there was a breakout of this specific bacteria and we've treated it, and so therefore that's the reason why the water smelled like that. If I'm paying you to treat water, it needs to be treated and processed before it leaves your facility. Not after, not giving a warning a month later that this is what's going on. Because now not only have I been exposed, there are other things that come with it. Even the ice through the ice maker is now contaminated with that. We got to get on board. We need more environmental scientists. We need more scientists. We need more aware citizens to be able to go to these city meetings to instruct change. Change is needed. We're already past the point of just talking about it. It needs to be action. Okay. I love y'all. I'm making this short because I'm trying to like run around and get some things done today. The data that I was sorting through, all of it is like incremental, and it's like 6,000 pieces of data. So I'm like, that's how I feel. Instead of it all being in one concise sheet, in one concise application, it's in all these different sheets. So I'm just not really feeling that right now. But yeah, it's real. I'm gonna put below. Let me see if I can okay, I can send the short to myself. I'm gonna put this short in the bottom of this video. I'm going to put the short in the bottom of this video, and also the one surrounding El Paso, Texas, and what they're doing with their wastewater as well. This is an issue, y'all. And so, again, for some solutions when it comes to this, it comes with being able to speak and write to these people that are in charge of these specific actions. When it comes to your water, when it comes to waste, when it comes to clean air, we need to be getting more involved. Listen, I'm all for having fun because this is an experience that we want to be able to enjoy. I am a little serious sometimes, just part of my personality. Then I got my goofy side when I could calm down. It is a serious matter, and we need everyone to be involved. We need everyone to be educated, so therefore you can be able to speak out about these things and instruct change. Okay, so that's it for this video. I just happened to be scrolling through some things, take my mind at another place, and I was just like, whoa, California? California, you got California, and you got Texas, which Texas is more of population and heat. Those are the two main things with the water systems in Texas. Now, California is dealing with heat, heat, population, and also their water being routed. Their water is routed from like Colorado. There are places, especially like Las Vegas, which, listen, if you love me, don't take me on a trip to Las Vegas. First of all, I don't like being in the city, and second of all, I be looking at all the water that's being wasted for a fountain to be pumped into the desert. And that stuff is evaporating, and it's not refilling these aquifers. It's not refilling these systems. None of that. Don't take me there. Don't do it. I don't want to go there. Take me out of nature somewhere. Take me to the mountains, the beach, somewhere where man ain't really roughed up on her too much. Okay. So, yeah, California, that's their issue. They're pumping their water to the citizens from another location. And other people in the surrounding areas also have to use that water. So to even set up any sort of place, our ancestors did not do that. If their water wasn't there, they were not there. Yes, they have technology of irrigation. Yes, they have technology to maneuver and be nomadic and move things around. But nobody was setting up a whole camp and requiring so much like car washes and fountains and all these different things. This was not happening. This was not occurring. And so therefore we need to start to look at things through the lens of what the Most High God has given us. It's given us water. It's given us clean air. Has given us all these different things. So therefore we need to maneuver accordingly. These things were given to us to be stewards over. There's no other being that is a steward over humans besides God and the angels. Okay. In the 3D. Okay. There's no animal above us. There's no plant above us. I'm going to get off this thing because the passion's coming out. It's coming out, y'all. This is more signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Guys are like, Sade, you need to get on the ball with this. And I'm like, okay, God. It's a lot going on. Just take me to each stop. Take me to each stop. Because this is where we're getting to. And people don't even realize that the things that you're pouring into your water system, how that has to be treated, and therefore there's less water that's going to be in circulation to be pushed back into it. So these reservoirs, these aquifers need to be refilled. The amount of water that is on the planet is the amount of water that has always been here. There are some metaphysical concepts, some 5D, some spiritual concepts that I can get into when it comes to the ethers. However, since I'm a baby walk y'all through this thing, we have to respect what we already have. We have to be stewards over what we already have. Okay? So I'm going to end this here. I'm going to drop this link below. I'm also the El Paso, Texas one. And people need to start being aware. And it's more of larger corporations and their use of water versus the individual consumer. We have to revisit that as well. We have to visit nuclear energy. I did a talk on that. We need to be using something other than our fresh water. Okay? So I love y'all. I'm going to get off this thing. Stay prayed up. Do the right thing. Stay in the light. Angels like to party too, but we like to party in the light, okay? Take care now.